Hey, what's up, y'all? I'm Emil Ennis Jr. back here with Clevver News, and Miley Cyrus just got real with her fans about how she recently fell off her sobriety during the ongoing pandemic. This year has been extremely challenging for a ton of reasons, and it's taken a huge toll on so many people's mental health. Miley Cyrus opened up in her new interview with Apple Music's Zane Lowe about how the events of this year have impacted her and her sobriety. And before we get into everything Miley talked about, I just wanted to issue a quick trigger warning that we will be discussing substance abuse and sobriety, so please only continue watching if you feel comfortable doing so. Back in June, Miley revealed to Variety that she was 6 months sober and admitted that while she's happy with the decision, it was not an easy transition for her to make. At the time, she said, quote, "It's really hard because, especially being young, there's that stigma of you're no fun, but the thing that I love about it is waking up 100% of the time. I don't want to wake up feeling groggy. I want to wake up feeling ready." In her new interview with Zane Lowe, Miley was honest about where she's at with her sobriety now. In the interview, Miley and Zane talked about everything from her new album, Plastic Hearts, to relationships, to her recent relapse amid the pandemic. Miley talked a lot about her anxiety and the voices and self-talk in her head that are not helpful to her being present and living her best life.
I think especially just my experimentation, we'll call it, with drugs, with alcohol. I mean, all of that was just me. Sometimes I guess also wanting to excuse them and allow them to run wild.
She continued on and revealed that abusing substances has always been an unhealthy escape of hers.
Getting messed up was a way of me allowing myself to do things that I never really would allow those voices to control.
But Miley explained that her life has been truly changed by embracing the concept that she's not the voices inside her head. Instead, she's just observing those negative voices and that detrimental self-talk. But even along her journey to sobriety and healing, she's had some bumps along the way. Over the past year or so, Miley's lost her grandma, gone through a divorce, and her house burned down, all while handling a pandemic, and that hasn't been easy on her. She said, quote, "Well, I, like a lot of people, being completely honest, during the pandemic fell off. And I would never sit here and go, I've been sober. I wasn't, and I fell off, and I realized that I now am back on sobriety, 2 weeks sober, and I feel like I really accepted that time." Miley added that a phrase that she used to not beat herself up during this time was, quote, "Don't get furious, get curious. So don't be mad at yourself, but ask yourself, what happened?" She went on and explained why she didn't choose to make a statement after she broke her previously announced sobriety. Miley said, quote, "To me, it was a up because I'm not a moderation person, and I don't think that everyone has to be sober. I think everyone has to do what is best for them. I don't have a problem with drinking. I have a problem with the decisions I make once I go past the level. I've just been wanting to wake up 100% of the time." Miley didn't want to cause concern because she tells Zane that it's always her disciplined decision when she goes in and out of sobriety. She said, quote, "I'm very disciplined. That's why it's never easy, but it's pretty easy for me to be sober or in and out of sobriety because it's like the day I don't want to do it anymore, I don't. The day that I do, you know? But when I don't want to, it just is. I'm just very disciplined." Miley also reflected on the importance of being sober during her 27th year of life, the age when stars like Kurt Cobain, Amy Winehouse, Jimi Hendrix, and Janis Joplin died after struggling with addiction. She said, quote, "27 to me was a year that I really had to protect myself. That actually really made me want to get sober because we've lost so many icons at 27. It's a very pivotal time. You go into that next chapter or this is it for you. I just feel that some of the artists that almost couldn't handle their own power and their own energy and their own force, it's an energy. I, no matter what, was born with that. And we're just glad that Miley is doing what's best for her and has been taking the time this year to prioritize both her physical and mental health. This year has been a tough one, and we're certain that Miley sharing her story and her struggles so honestly will help others. But if you want more on Miley Cyrus, click right over here for another Clevver News video, and then let us know your thoughts on everything that Miley had to say down in the comment section below. I'm your host, Emil Ennis Jr. You can find me on Instagram at Emil Ennis Jr., and I'll see you soon right back here on Clevver News. Bye, guys.